Hello everyone, this is Consabot1, and today I'm actually going to give some constructive criticism to Activision. Well, as the fact that I've done 3 videos on the topic should tell you, the Black Ops 4 Black Ops Pass is not exactly very popular. Matter of fact, so much so that some people have threatened to boycott the game or cancel their pre-orders. But what is the actual problem with this? Well, there are 2 underlying issues that come with the Black Ops Pass. The first issue being it just goes against the trend of free DLC being set by Activision's competitors, including EA, who, need I remind people, is one of the evilest and most disliked companies in the world, holding the title of the most disliked company in all of America. So when they're doing a more pro-consumer thing than you are, you know you've got a problem.
We have fire superiority.
Now, going at this issue and looking at it objectively, Activision really has 3 options as to how they can proceed. The first option is, as I like to call it, ostriching. That is basically burying your head in the sand and hoping the problem goes away, or which is something that Activision has previously demonstrated as their business model or intended practice. Now, this is Activision basically refusing to acknowledge that the Black Ops Pass is a problem, or failing that, refusing to overrule its shareholders and say, hey, this is a problem, we need to do something a bit more consumer friendly. Of the 3 options, this is the worst one for Activision in the long run. It's also the worst in the short run. It requires Activision to accept the fact that Black Ops 4 is not going to sell, and they're probably not going to be able to push the Black Ops Pass half as much as they can, or normally would. This might mean that they might write Black Ops 4 off as a loss this year, similar to how I'm assuming that Infinite Warfare was written off as a bit of a loss, ultimately allowing Infinity Ward to basically fix the game and make it good. But again, this still requires Activision to basically write the game off as not going to be good. And hopefully we'll get a better thing with Modern Warfare 4 or whatever Infinity Ward is currently developing. As much as I hope it's Ghost 2, I know that the Ghost name still has a bit of stigma attached to it. The second option, and the one that's right in the middle of both likelihood and effectiveness, would be for Activision to spend more money on their advertising between now and launch. This could be making a bigger, grander cinematic live-action trailer. This could be more trailers. This could be paying to have the trailers shown in more places and with more frequency. But the reason why this one is not the most likely option, despite the fact that it looks like it to be the business option, is because that defeats the whole point of there even being the Black Ops Pass even existing, as it requires Activision to spend the level of money that they probably would have made just having the Black Ops Pass, leaving them no better or worse off than if they just simply didn't have the pass to begin with. But then again, the fact that they have the pass shows that they're clearly not actually focusing on their profits. Or they are, they're just not doing it right. The third and final realistic option Activision has to fix this is to admit that they've done goofed up and to realize the same thing that EA realized. That's the consumer audience can in fact hurt you in ways that you can't without you being able to touch them. They can in fact affect your bottom line because, again, you want them to buy your product. They are under no... You might have maybe 1 or 2 YouTubers in your pockets who will buy whatever you ship. But that doesn't apply to the mass market. Again, I'll probably do it... My next video will probably be covering option 3 a bit better. But ultimately, it involves Activision coming to the table, admitting that they did it wrong, and working with the community to try and develop a model that's just better. Again, my next video I'll be covering this option more in depth. Anyhow, looks like we're done here. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content. Again, my next video will be talking about changes that Activision could be making to the Black Ops Pass. And until next time, this is ConCybot1 signing out.